my God, there's deer right there on the trail. Can you stand up and grab your board right now? This is crazy, totally crazy. Today is October 10th, and Steph and I are driving to Shieldsville Bait and Convenience, best bait store in the South Metro, to buy our bow license. October 10th, we haven't sat yet, let alone, we don't even have a license yet. But it's been just extraordinarily warm. It's been like 80 plus degrees for the past 2 weeks. And like none of my buddies have been sitting really. Activity on cameras has been decent, but it's just been hot. So I've been kind of just taking advantage of late summer, doing a lot more fishing. But this weekend, we're actually going hunting. So pulling into the OG Lake Country Convenience. There it is. There it is. I love this bait tackle convenience gas station for a bunch of reasons. I've been going here since I was young, but also they sell LTAB gear here. They've been supporting the brand for a long time now, so huge shout out to Lake Country Convenience. And are you excited?
I'm so ready. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be good. All right, let's go get a license. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, very nice.
Good, good. What do you know, you've been busy?
Yeah, we've been busy with the resident deer archery around here.
Yes. Yep. And could we also do a bonus tag?
Yep.
Thank you.
So you want resident bonus at here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Perfect.
Thank you too.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Licenses secured. Now we're legal. In our area, it's pretty cool. We can, I think we can kill up to 3 deer in our area.
3 deer.
But right away we have the option to buy a bonus tag, which is sweet because Steph and I, we'd love to kill a nice big buck. Don't get me wrong, we're going for bucks too, but we are meat hunters. So if we get the opportunity at a doe, and she's already potentially kicked her fawns or doesn't have any, I think we'll give them the onions. So bow hunting in general is a wicked challenge, and then trying to sell film is a challenge. And something cool too is we've got our good buddies down the road, Cole Pint and Isaac Pint, the Pint boys. They're big buck killers, straight slayers. They're gonna be doing some filming too, so hopefully we can incorporate some of their footage.
Yeah. It's just kind of crazy. We went from cleaning out the boat and getting everything kind of packed up and put away for some of the bass fishing stuff. Still some short stuff to come, but to go from one day having the boat out and doing all this 80-degree weather, beautiful weekend last weekend, and now we're full focused deer hunting.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Excited. I
It's
love
time.
the change of season.
It's time. All right, we won't talk to you too much. We're gonna cross our T's, dot our I's, and hopefully see you later in the woods. We're ready, we're excited. We wanted to start the season off sitting together just to kind of work out the kinks of, you know, getting back into bow hunting, going back up to the stand. We flipped a coin, and of course, Steph wins everything around the house. So she's up first, I'm filming, which I'm excited about. It gives me an opportunity to really play with my cameras and some wireless mics. And yeah, we're excited. We want to start the year off with a bang, and we're like, let's just sit together. We've got a double stand we put up a couple years ago, and we've never sat in it together, ever.
No.
So it's pretty warm right now, 70 degrees. We're gonna stop talking, get to the woods, and we'll talk to you when we get there.
Good luck.
Pretty crunchy out here still. A lot of crunchy leaves.
Okay, so the situation is it's about 70 degrees right now. Friday night, pretty breezy. The wind is actually coming kind of across this way, more of a southwest, which sets up really.
Coming right into our face.
Oh yeah, southwest. Sorry.
Just restart that.
Hey, it's about 70 degrees. The wind is southwest, so it's coming kind of straight in our face, which is a really good wind for this stand. Usually we've been seeing more deer walking down this little trail that we actually walked in on. So we're hoping that they kind of just take that trail, or they'll be right next to the swamp here in front of us. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we get some good pictures, or at least some deer coming by. The last couple nights have been like a 4:30 time frame that they've stopped by. So
we're in here nice and early. I think it's like 2:30, and we can shoot basically until 7 p.m. So we're just gonna hunker down and try to be quiet and not too chatty.
That's more to him than to me. He's a lot chattier than I am.
All right, we'll keep you posted. Current time check 5:39. No movement yet, but that wind is starting to lay down, which is pretty cool. We had a pretty decent gray squirrel come in about 8 yards. Broadside. Steph didn't get her bow off the hanger though. I don't know. Came in pretty quick. Other than that, it's been good. It's a beautiful night. I know it's like prime time, but I have to go to the bathroom so bad. I gotta go. I gotta go now. There's deer right there on the trail. Stand up and grab your board right now.
25 yards. I marked the tree that it was by. And so it started, it immediately, when I like kind of stood up, I don't know if it saw me or it sensed it or what, but it kind of like jumped away and ran away for like a little ways, but not all the way away. And it had another deer coming behind it with it. And it looked like another buck potentially. And they just kind of meandered off down the path. They weren't super spooked or anything, but just kind of slowly went off. And I just forgot how exciting it is.
It's good to get some action. It's good to get some action. Yeah, and I'm honestly just kind of kicking myself just because of now where I think a lot of these deer are bedding and kind of how they're utilizing these almost like maintenance trails for these fields. They're like walking on them, and we have stands kind of set up to play these trails because they're nice shooting lanes. The double stand that we have set up, it's like if they come down this trail, they're almost like coming right at us. There's no opportunity to stand up. I feel like I kind of want to move that stand.
Yeah, potentially.
And
we'll keep looking at it and see. I mean, not every single one of them comes from that way, but all of them did tonight. Yeah. So that's where it was tough. And it was just such a quiet, calm night. And we might need some of that burlap like you talked about, kind of to cover the stand a little bit. We're on just such a thin tree line. Yeah.
That I feel like we can get skylighted a lot. Like there used to be a lot more trees there, and they've just taken some down. And I'm just like, there's not a ton of mature trees around there to put a nice double stand in. And it's fun to have a double stand so we can sit together and film. And I just feel like if we stay there, we're going to get busted more than we'll have an opportunity to take a shot. Like we need to be back off in that trail a little bit. And I also hate walking in on that trail and then they take that same trail. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd like to be hunting where we're not walking in. Either way, it's a good night. Yeah, Steph and I are going to get our camo off, and I suppose we'll talk to you tomorrow morning or later tonight. I don't know, but
it was fun.
We had our first deer in shooting range encounter, and
I was shaking like a leaf.
a little buck his days are numbered. Steph the Great is coming for you. Days are numbered.
I've got my eye on him.
All right, we'll see.
All right, current time check is 7:43. It is a beautiful morning. It was 40 degrees this morning, or I think 38 degrees when I woke up, but it's definitely like low 40s now. It feels like fall, finally. I know a lot of the leaves are still pretty green, but the geese are just ripping over my head. And it's crispy out.
All right, so it was probably half an hour ago. I had that buck come in behind me at like 10 yards, and then he kind of just worked his way, angled across the turnip plot out in front of me here. He's a bigger deer than I thought he was based on the trail camera pictures I have of him. That was my first time seeing him from the stand this year. And he's a nice 8-point, but I think it's probably one I would leave until next year just because if he's got the potential to turn into a 10-point, he could be a really big deer next year. But when he came in at 10 yards behind me, I heard him coming from a little bit further away, and he got to 10 yards and his wind was actually blowing towards me and the thermals were coming up a little bit, and I could smell that deer from 10 yards away. And it smelled like a mid-November rutting buck, and it's only October 11th, I believe, today. So that's cool to see. Some daylight buck movement, and yeah, it's Saturday morning, so we still got a few sits left this weekend, and we'll see what we can make happen. Hopefully we can get a big one cruising through here, or maybe even, I don't know yet. We might try to take a doe this weekend and get some venison in the freezer, so we'll keep you tuned.
This morning, just that one really small doe right away, but it was cool. She was just hanging out. I'm just gonna cross this little meadow here, probably crawl down, get a few things done this afternoon, and then make our way to a different stand to sit tonight. The wind's gonna change. There's kind of a west-southwest wind this morning, but come this evening I think it's supposed to be northwest. So yeah, we just continue on. Little update here. I'm kind of surrounded. The blackbirds have moved in. I've seen 8 squirrels, 1 rabbit, and probably 47 blackbirds. These birds can tell I'm clearly not a threat. I'm a decent shot, dude. Like, you guys better watch yourself. These birds are like, we are fine. We're safe. We've seen you target shoot in the front yard. It's not that impressive. Oh, it's good to be back in a tree stand.